They were just pooping and pooping, letting it chill in the basement.
This person lived here for 3 months.
And here we are again at another totally remodeled unit.
All right, now if you've watched a couple of my bad advice TikTok videos where I show gurus telling you all different ways to build a generational wealth, that's a particular popular term they like to use, then you've probably seen a ton of course sellers telling you to build your property empire, right? Become a landlord with only 5% down on any of these properties and just get tenants who will pay the mortgage and you'll be getting free money every single month, as if it's really just that easy. Along with the problems that go into purchasing a property, especially in this housing market, on top of the poor interest rates, we could take a look at some absolute horror stories some of these landlords have seen with their tenants. I'm not gonna lie to you, if you are eating something during this video, you might want to click off because this one's going to be pretty gross. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, but we're gonna just start off with the videos because these are just nasty.
So this tenant just got evicted and everything looked right upstairs, but it smelled like a sewage plant in here. And no, that's not black paint. They basically had their sewer clogged and never called me to come snake it out, which I would have had the plumbers there that day. But no, we got 6 inches of sewage in the basement. And it was actually higher. Look, it was all over this. There's 2 inches of shit in the shower. They were just pooping and pooping, letting it chill in the basement, and just sitting upstairs watching TV, smelling up all that poop. This place basically been a septic tank for, I don't know, 6 months, a year. It's great. Great to be a landlord.
I mean, you really do have to wonder, how do you live like that? There's no way you don't have that smell reeking throughout every single room in the house. I mean, it'll seep into your clothes, so you just end up smelling like that in public as well. But clearly this was not top tier tenants, so this turns into the landlord's problem. And I don't know about you, it doesn't really seem too worth it to me. I know that they're probably not getting their security deposit back, but I honestly don't really know what to say. We could look at some of the comments. Not me thinking it was nice epoxy flooring. That would be so depressing as an owner to deal with. The creator did reply insurance claim, so I mean, I guess he has some sort of insurance to cover the poop basement. And here's a comment that I bet a lot of people would think about. There has to be punishment for this. I mean, garnished wages, extreme renter's warning of this. He could bill the tenant for damages / cleanup, but he would have to evict. I doubt they would pay. He would take him to court, and then in the end, not really worth it, because with all the fees and the issues and the amount of time being put into hiring lawyers to be able to go to court, it just doesn't really seem worth it, on top of all the problems of how awful that house or apartment or townhouse, whatever it is, must be like right now. Honestly, looking at the rest of the clips, I don't even know if this will get monetized, man. This is nasty.
And here we are again at another totally remodeled unit. And yeah, you gotta love. Oh, Jesus Christ. And someone's living here with their cats. I'm not sure if that's what he meant about cat ladies, but that's what this is about. Let's move on. There's the cat. Oh yeah. And that's where she sleeps. Holy Jesus. Mary and Joseph. Okay, we're gonna move into the other areas here. Yeah, let's do a wide angle so we can really appreciate it. Yep, somebody lives here full time. There's the kitchen table for entertaining. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, you're still in here. Yeah.
I know on top of how unbelievable these posts are, I bet people will talk about doing a lot more background checks, and I don't just mean like, they have a criminal record for your tenants, and also doing regular walkthroughs. Now, I don't know all the specific rules for landlords because I'm not one, but this kind of stuff doesn't happen overnight, even like months. I feel like this is years in the making. This person's a borderline hoarder, of course, with animals to make it even worse. And I bet there has to be some sort of clause in the contract to try to evict this woman because of how they basically destroyed the apartment unit. But in the same way, the previous clip where there was a comment where they were talking about taking the person to court, evicting a tenant isn't a cakewalk. It takes time, it takes a lot of paperwork, hopefully getting all of this crap out of the house, and then having to completely sanitize the entire area before there's even a thought of trying to rent it out for another tenant. I mean, that's a long way down the road. Again, doesn't really seem too worth it to me to be a landlord, honestly.
It's another day. It's another eviction. This person lived here for 3 months, paid 1 month's worth of rent, and acted so surprised when the sheriff showed up to kick them out. This apartment rents for $1,360. It's super cute. It has been renovated and destroyed by the tenant. Their dog chewed up the carpet in the bedroom. There is dog hair everywhere, and it smells absolutely horrible in here. Of course, they left the bed frame, punched holes all in the wall, destroyed the laundry room. It just goes to show you that some people really do not deserve housing. That is urine from the dog. Guys, if you move into a nice apartment, please pay your rent and try not to trash it when you move out. This really breaks my heart.
Now, I'm not sure where this apartment was, but for only $1,400, that was a solid amount of room and the modern finishes. So as we saw from a previous video, they could put the luxury tag on it, even though it's not actually luxury, but you guys know what I mean. But it is a pretty solid deal, and getting evicted just 3 months into it, paying 1 month. I mean, what did you expect was gonna happen? I don't know the game plan for these types of tenants, just destroying the whole area again. Other than an extra $1,400 in security deposit, I don't really know what this guy could do other than having to deep clean the entire house and fix all the walls and everything that's destroyed. And we could take a look at some of the comments. For only $1,400 they couldn't pay. That's crazy. A great credit score doesn't determine a clean tenant, and I don't really know how you could check for that, honestly. Of course, it would be pretty unlikely if they do the rule where it's like, 3 times the monthly income for the monthly rent would probably put you in a pretty safe situation from a tenant being able to easily pay for it, but you don't know if they just don't take care of anything, and unfortunately can still completely trash your property. So I have a couple clips that aren't 100% related to this, but could also happen to you if you are a landlord. And I mean, don't do regular checks. A lot of it is in the same vein as the show Hoarders, where people will just have an ungodly amount of trash in their home. Now, there's an account that I have the video up right now who is a cleaning person running through the house like that. I don't know how they do it. Honestly, they are a better person than me. This kind of stuff would make me throw up. I could not handle how gross this is. But I mean, this would be the type of company you'd have to hire after seeing some of these crazy stories, being a landlord. And clearly, as you could guess, this is not going to be cheap. So maybe that a couple $100s a month possibly that you're getting from the tenant over the mortgage completely disappears because now you have to pay a company because they destroyed the whole house. I don't know. It seems like it was a much better deal back around 2020, 2021. Of course, the rates were virtually non-existent, and if you had a good amount of capital to start off with, you probably could have only put 5% down in a booming market, a booming neighborhood where the prices were just skyrocketing for years. And you could end up having several properties. Maybe it was apartments or townhomes, single family homes, have new families moving in. Maybe they got remote work. Maybe they're making a lot more money than the average household in the new town. And it just just seems like a very easy way to make money because, say, even if you wanted to get out of it, maybe you could sell all of your properties and they appreciated. I mean, how many times have you seen that? Properties almost doubling in value over the past 5 or so years. And now those landlords are probably set for life. But that's much more difficult to do in this climate. And no matter what, you could still have absolutely nasty tenants like this destroying the place and making your life not as easy as it seemed to be from all of these gurus telling you to build your property empire. And within a couple years, you know, you could go to the Bahamas and retire, make passive income, and live happily ever after. So that's all I got for you guys today. I don't want to show you any more clips than I have to. I'm pretty sure you guys got the point. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. YouTube thinks you'll like this video popping up on screen right now. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll talk to you guys later.